low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
All right, and we'd like to officially say welcome to everyone currently tuned in to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and the pleasure is mine to be back with you for another day. Of course, to talk to you about what's happening in Grenada. So many things has happened today, boy. Accidents, all over the place. Yeah, that's what it was today. You know what I mean? It's crazy stuff. We'll talk to you about that in a while as well. Spicemas Corporation's CEO, Kelvin Jacob, according to reports, has resigned, extended his resignation. There's not been any official word on that, but we've heard that from reliable sources. As well, New Zealand offers Grenadians postgraduate programs and free admission to regional cricket matches at the Grenada National Stadium. So we have all of that to talk to you and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Of course, we got to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA, Supermarket, Superb Distributors, and of course all the other sponsors on the program. We say hello to you and thank you for being here with us. We take a break, of course, for about a minute or so. And of course, those of you who are always on the program, we say thank you for so being. And of course, those of you who are here for the first time, welcome to the business. Remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel, and that person might just be you. We'll be back.
Allied Laboratories welcomes you. You can find us here on Gladstone Road in Grenville, in the building next to Calico, on the second floor, adjacent to Dr. Isaac's office. Or you can find us here on Granance Main Road, adjacent to South Winds, opposite the entrance of XL Plaza. Contact our Grenville branch at 410-3488 or 419-1588 or send us an email at alliedlabgrenville@gmail.com. You can contact our Grenadians branch at 403-3488 or 404-3488 or send us an email at alliedlabstgeorge@gmail.com.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories. We're taking care of Grenada.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, they're taking care of you, and you. We want to again welcome all of you to tonight's program. Now, Grenadian nationals are invited to apply for postgraduate study programs in New Zealand commencing in 2024. And this is in accordance with the New Zealand Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade through the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, that's the OECS Commission, in collaboration with the government of Grenada. Now, applications must be, or the applicants themselves must be a Grenadian citizen between the ages of 18 and 40 years and be in good physical and mental health, free of contagious disease. Now, applicants must be must contribute to Grenada's social and or economic development for at least 2 years after completing your scholarship study. All right. Now, among the many areas of study are climate change and resilience, with a focus on climate change and the environment, food security and agriculture, renewable energy, disaster risk management, as well as governance of the related subjects. Now, the deadline for the application is soon. That's February 28th, 2023. Now, all applicants must submit one copy of all required documents to the Human Resource Department or Division, and that's the Scholarship Desk, Ministry of Education, on or no later than March 1st, 2023. For further information, applicants, you are told to contact the Human Resource Development Division Scholarship Desk at 440-2737 or 440-2738, or you can email hrd@moe.edu.gd. That's hrd@moe.edu.gd. All right. The next thing that we have to tell, and we ain't staying too long on the program tonight, to be quite honest, right? The Grenada Cricket Association, the GCA, today announced that there will be no admission charge for the West Indies Championship matches at the Grenada National Stadium from January 31st to February 11th, 2023. The Windward Volcano opposed Trinidad and Tobago Red Force in the first 4-day matches from Tuesday, January 31st to Friday, February 3rd. Then Guyana, they will be from Wednesday, February 8th to Saturday, 11th. All right. And Dwayne Gill, who is the president of the GCA, he said that with the matches being played during the week, we want to encourage those not at work to attend, and also school groups. It is a wonderful opportunity to support Windward Islands volcano, and it's a good opportunity for some of our homegrown players and others in the sub-region who are based in Grenada with the Windward volcanoes to get some sort of support, you know what I mean? So We expect Trinidadians and Guyanese residing in Grenada to also support their teams as well, he's saying. Now, matches begin at 10 a.m. daily and ends at 5 p.m. with spectators being accommodated in the Junior Moria Royal Lowest Stand. Now, the West Indies Championship is a 4-day regional red ball format for the region, featuring the six West Indies territorial franchise teams. Now, 6 teams will play each other in a league format consisting of 5 rounds played from January 31st until April 2023. Oli, what else we can tell you? We are hearing from multiple sources that the CEO of the Spicemas Corporation, that's Mr. Kelvin Jacob, according to our sources, he has resigned his position at the Spicemas Corporation. You know, we know that things are moving into gear for 2023's celebration. We're talking about Carnival. I'm not sure what exactly triggered his resignation, but I'm sure we'll be able to hear about that soon. We have not had any official word or announcement from the Spicemas Corporation itself to say, okay, Mr. Jacobs has resigned his position, we wish him all the best, and we have not heard anything like that, so I'm not sure what's going on there, if there's negotiations happening in the background or anything like that. But soon, we will know what happened there. I think he took up position somewhere around 2019, just before COVID hit us. You know, we know that he took up position there. So, all right. All right. Okay. All right. All the best. And we are moving on. Julia, the next thing that we have to tell all you about. Accidents. Several accidents on the nation's road today. There were 3 accidents alone in Westerhall this morning, from around 6:30ish to around 9 or 8:45ish. You understand? So first accident happens. About 3 vehicles involved in that, 1 overturned. Police rush into the scene of that accident. They met in an accident themselves. 1 vehicle that was trying to escape or to evade the traffic buildup attempted to turn around, became an obstacle for oncoming vehicle, crashed into with another vehicle. And that was just 1 area alone, Westerhall. Then in Guelph, 1 bus caught fire so in the Whitegate area, and the emergency vehicles were on its way, 1 of the police vehicles. That vehicle crashed. All right, so we have that bus that caught fire, and then the vehicle that were going rushing to its aid, they went over a little precipice, I just call it, you know, minor injuries, nothing serious, but the vehicle well beat up. Then there was another situation where a bus caught fire. Listen, I tell you, it was a comedy of accidents, if you ask me. And the police is saying that, you know, we have to be very cautious, we have to be vigilant, you know, we have to drive with caution. It's just that, I don't know, today was just the day.
So the traffic department can confirm, to start with, St. David, we had a total of 3 accidents reported in that area this morning within 6:30 to 9 o'clock, within that hours. Firstly, we had a serious accident which at 6:30 this morning, which resulted in 1 of the vehicles being overturned, and as a result of that accident, 5 persons were injured and was taken to seek medical attention. However, we are certain that 1 person is still warded at the general hospital, nursing wounds from injuries as a result of that accident. However, also we had 2 minor accidents within the said Westerhall area. So the 3 accidents occurred in Wester Hall, St. David. Officers responded to the scene, and that those matters are still under investigation. We note that also we had an accident in the Mabuya, along the Mabuya public road, which we saw circulated on social media with one of our police vehicles. That vehicle ran off the road. They were responding to the scene of a vehicle that was engulfed with fire along the Palmis area. As a result, the driver of the police vehicle sustained minor injuries, and also that accident is minor in nature, and is still under investigation as well.
Yeah, right. So these are some of the accidents that occurred today. There was, as he's alluding to the fact that there was a bus that caught fire as well, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. So that was another accident that happened in the St. Andrew area, I think it was, in the Tivoli area, if I'm not mistaken. You know, this bus caught fire. So yes, today was the day. Today was the day when we saw on the nation's road. I mean, some are ridiculous accidents, some are just, as they say, it was accidents. You know what I mean? But the police say that some of those accidents are actually caused by careless or reckless driving.
But what from the traffic department, what we want to employ to drivers is to be cautious along the nation's road. Too many times we see a number of accidents occurring, and it is as a result of the inactions of drivers. Some being speeding, improper overtaking, recklessness along our roads, and we want drivers to cease and desist from those actions, because those are the actions that cause major accidents along our road, even fatalities and serious injuries. Because one person can be going on their merry way and an accident occur and a fatality can occur. So please drive within the speed limit. Make sure that you maintain your vehicles properly so that we wouldn't have vehicle malfunctions along the road.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, that's Police Constable Troy Paul speaking there about that accident. So again, there were quite a bit of accidents that occurred today. I do not know what it was, what was it about today, but those accidents were bizarre. I was there, and while I was there, I saw it happening myself, where, you know, from one accident to another, you know, so they're asking of people to just be a little cautious on the nation's road, you know. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. Yeah, we have seen quite a bit of accidents happening lately. Quite a bit of gun-related violence. Well, not gun-related violence. Let me take that back. People bringing in guns and quite a bit of gun reports of God. Listen, take all the time, eh? Take all the time. You understand? Don't feel all they want to come and dishe we place. You understand? We're nice. So take all the time with us. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, today I received a call from home, and of course I had to talk about it, you know. And there's a stranger on my property. And the stranger, when he was approached, said that he wanted a little bit of money because he broke and he hungry. You know, what we were told that story before. There was one time when I used to live in Janangle, we were robbed, and how it happened is that there were some people who came onto the property, some young guys, and they said that they wanted fruits and things, and I was like, okay, take some fruits, you know, it's fruits, organize yourself. And so we gave them some fruits. The next thing you know, we got robbed. And when the investigation was conducted, it was the same guys who we extended some courtesies to. So what happened today was, what I believe happened is that some people tried to profile me, know where I am, where and when I am, you know. So they probably would have heard my twin brother on the radio, and they thought it was me, you know. So they thought it was a good opportunity to come rob my home, and so they proceeded to cut the electricity from my house before entering into the property. Well, good luck with that. And so when we did all our checks and so on, we realized what happened. Yeah, they tried their luck. It did not work out, but it is just to show you that you know, we just have people around that don't mean any good for our society, and so we have to be on our P's and Q's and be on our lookout. You understand? There were other times that I was victim of robbery about a year ago, and it also happened to be someone who's around and appeared to be cool, you know, pass in and say hi and all of that. So all three instances that I can tell you that as people have ever attempted to rob, all of them have failed. But one thing that is common, there would be people that you have seen before, people who pass by and say hello to you, people who come to your property and ask you, you know, may I have a few of this, or may I have a few limes, or may I have a few oranges, and it would seem that they will be like casing your property. They will be surveying your property, try to see where things are located, where windows are, where doors are, where are areas of opportunities. You know, so my thing to you is, I would want my incident to be a lesson for other people who are out there, that you just speak to your children. Because my son has a thing, whenever he hears the door, somebody knocks the door, he's very eager to run out and say auntie or uncle. You have to talk to your children about that just the same, because we are living in a different kind of environment. And I'm not going to sit here and say that it might be Grenadians, because we are also living in a place that is, the oneness has become more one than anything else. So you could find that people are coming from other islands and coming in and trying these things because they think nobody knows them, so they can easily get away with it. So you have to now start thinking outside the box, invest in, you know, stuff. I don't want to call names, but be smart enough in invest in stuff so that you don't become a victim of robbers and all of that, you know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. But these guys are on another level. They're on another level because they are thinking that, hey, if I disconnect the electricity from people's homes, then the camera systems will not work, the alarm systems will not work, and all of that. That's what they are thinking. But they do not know that there are people who are thinking just like they are and will also be preparing for that instance or for that scenario. You understand? I mean, I have to say that we have footage, we have video and pictures of the culprit, and so those will be handed to the police. Yeah, and so that's it right there. I just wanted to say that this happened today. Yeah, but anyway, them people on another level here, Papa. them people on another level. Just look out for them. Yeah, and they are young as well as old, because I believe this individual could be a teenager, if you ask me. Easily be a teenager, maybe 18, 19, or even 17. You understand? Look, there was a situation with the SOG supermarket the other day, and well, based on the demeanor of those people who conducted that robbery, you can also tell that they are pretty young people. If I'm not mistaken, those persons are still at large. There might be some suspicions, and that's why I like the police force. They know what they're doing when it comes to certain kinds of and categories of crimes. They kind of like they have a way. They have a way of dealing with it that yields success. So in other words, it's like a fish. When you know, like when the fish is tugging on the line, you don't pull back because sometimes the line could break. You give them slack. You understand? For them to get comfortable, and then you reel them in. You know, so I'm sure that the police, they are working on finding out who is responsible for certain categories of crimes. All right, and we have seen some kinds of robberies. They are a little different in nature. You understand? And I know that would-be criminals might be watching at the program. Don't come in my place. You understand? You mightn't be as lucky as this person. I mean, this person has gotten caught, but you mightn't be as lucky. You understand? So take your time. Take your time. In 2023, you don't try to rob people. It's not, well, don't try to rob me. All right? You can go on that basis if you want. All right? I don't want you to become a permanent resident of my property, so don't come back. You understand? Let me that dog there. So, I see that we are running out of time. We have a few things that's not time sensitive, and so we'll be able to share that with you tomorrow, God's willing. And again, before we take a short break again, we want to remind you that the police, they are very concerned with some of the accidents and so on that they are seeing on the road, and would like persons to drive with due care and attention, all right, to avoid any unnecessary accidents and so on. Family, we're taking a quick break and we'll come back. For those of you who have not yet shared, we want to invite you to please go ahead and share the business. We'll be back.
Gifts of love with care, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with care.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Dine Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12-month warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Government says no cuts were made to normal seed program, only to the temporary support measure. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report.
COVID-19 spreads from person to person through the droplets that are produced when someone coughs or sneezes, which makes it easy to spread between people in close contact. Now let's get prepared to stay healthy. To reduce your chance of catching or spreading COVID-19, practice these simple everyday preventative measures. Droplets can also land on surfaces, so ensure that you wash your hands frequently for a minimum of 20 seconds or sing the happy birthday song twice. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. If soap and water are not readily available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with an alcohol content between 60 and 90%. 70% is ideal.
When you cough or sneeze, cover your nose and mouth with a flexed elbow or a tissue. Dispose of the tissue immediately and then wash your hands. If you notice someone has a fever and cough or other symptoms of respiratory illness, avoid close contact when possible. Let's all do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. Our health is our collective responsibility.
With the details to the news for Wednesday, January 25th, I am Rikisha St. Louis. Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell says no cuts will be made to the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development program to beneficiaries. During government's post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday, Prime Minister Mitchell explained that government only removed the payments that were part of a temporary relief support program implemented during the COVID-19 pandemic, which was scheduled to expire in December 2022. He further explained that the previous administration implemented the temporary structure without any allocations in the 2022 budget, and following the June 2022 elections, his administration budgeted an additional $8 million to continue and extend the program until the end of the year.
There was in fact no budgetary allocation in the budget for this, and as a result, when this administration took office in June, we came back to Parliament and sought the approval of Parliament for $8 million to in fact fund the temporary increase in the seed allocation of $150. Let me repeat this. When the budget statement was read in November of 2021, promising this additional $10 million, there was no actual appropriation for it.
Prime Minister Mitchell added that once the list of beneficiaries is thoroughly reviewed, government will explore the feasibility of increasing the allowance.
There will be no diminution in the seed, in the normal seed benefit. The Honorable Minister has indicated that the list is being cleaned up, and when you listen to the categories of persons she's talked about, dead people, people who are overseas, people who are in prison, people who've graduated from the program. What we want to ensure is that those persons who truly need the program benefit from it. And we are confident that once we are able to sanitize the list and we are able to ensure that the persons who need it get it, then we will be in a better position to review to see whether or not the government is in a position to do any permanent increases to the program.
Minister of State with responsibility for social and community development, Senator Gloria Thomas, said the recertification exercise continues for the seed program to thoroughly scrutinize the list to remove individuals who have died, those who are in prison, those who have migrated, and former students who are now employed.
The temporary measure that was employed to assist families to cope with the impact of COVID-19 ended December 2022. In addition, persons who applied for seed and did not reach the requirement, meaning they did not score according to the Grenada Living Condition Index, these persons were given a stimulus payment, which also ended December 2022. An amount of $18 million was budgeted for seed in 2022, and in 2023, $18 million was again budgeted for seed. So there was no cut in the budgetary allocation to pay seed beneficiaries.
Government's move to increase the contribution rate for employers and employees under the National Insurance Scheme is expected to generate sufficient revenue to finance an unemployment benefit scheme. This is part of plans to save the NIS from bankruptcy. Minister for Social and Community Development, Honorable Philip Telesford, says following an actuary review in October 2022, government was advised to act expeditiously to implement implement measures that will rescue the scheme from financial failure. As a result, Cabinet has decided to implement several measures, including the increase of the retirement age from 60 and a gradual increase to the contribution rate by 0.5% in the first instance. Effective February 1st, employers will pay 6.5% and workers 5.5% to the NIS. Minister Telesford is optimistic that this increase will be critical toward generating much needed revenue to support various aspects of the NIS, including an unemployment benefit scheme.
This would now enable us to properly fund an unemployment benefit scheme to benefit the population. This move is extremely critical. We've learned from the pandemic, we've learned from 9/11 and so many other downturns that we've had in the economy, including the global recession. And so this is something that must be done. And so that is something that will take effect from the 1st of February. And a number of other pieces, including the retirement age and the gradual increase in employment contributions. So that is going to happen.
Continuing the news, restoration work will soon begin on the public library in St. George's, which has been closed since 2011. That announcement by Minister for Education, Youth, Sports and Culture, Senator David Andrew, during Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing. The library, which was first opened in 1892, was damaged by Hurricane Ivan in 2004, and a termite infestation forced its closure years later.
Within this quarter, we anticipate to have the scope of works for restoration done in conjunction with the Ministries of Infrastructure and Mobilization and Implementation. So we're going to collaborate to have the scope of works done with a view to setting up the framework for actual commencement of work and going through the process of bidding and ensuring that we select a contractor.
Senator Andrew noted that the process of digitizing records at the public library continues. He said since the closure of the public library, there has been heavy reliance on community libraries, and as such, the government is reviewing ways to incorporate them into the national policy.
As we speak, we are reviewing our library documents with a view to settling on our national library policy, because we recognize with the closure of our national library since over the last decade, we have had a strong reliance on our local and community libraries. And we now need to take an umbrella position over all of our libraries. How do they fit? What degree of support do we offer to them? How does that fit inside our national policy as we move to continue the restoration drive of our National Library?
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Paging all Grenadians at home and in the diaspora to be part of the journey to 50, reflecting on the past, planning for the future as we get ready to celebrate our 49th anniversary of independence. Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Events to be observed for our 49th anniversary of independence include table tennis tournament at the CSA building, February 3rd and February 4th. Independence Calypso Finals, Sutter's Bus Terminal, 8 p.m. February 3rd, February 4th. Open water swimming competition, Grand Mall Beach at 9 a.m. and beach tennis at Grenada's Beach from 11 a.m. Also the Independence Boxing Tournament, February 4th, 8 p.m. at the Youth Center. National Independence Church Service, Grenada Trade Center, Sunday, February 5th, 3 p.m. National Colors Day, the Inter-Ministerial Display, and the 49th Cultural Extravaganza, 7 p.m. at the Granville Burst Terminal, February 6th. Then the Made in Grenada Expo, Military Parade and Rally, 10 a.m. at the Grenadians James Athletic Stadium, Tuesday, February 7th. Happy 49th, Grenada.
Welcome back. Health Minister Senator the Honorable Jonathan Lacrette says the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs considers 2023 the year of mental health and wellness. COVID-19 has impacted every facet of life since 2020, and with the pandemic still around, individuals are still being affected physically and or emotionally. And as such, the Ministry of Health will host the consultations at the parish level beginning in St. David to make amendments to the Mental Health Act. The Act was last revised in 2008.
Within the context of global health, mental health and wellness is mentioned within the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal framework as extremely important to not just national or economic development, but also sustainable development. And as a result of that, I believe by and large, we have heard, and we're still hearing, the national cry for the rehabilitation of a rehabilitative clinic, or also known as, formerly known as Carlton House. And as a result, we have prioritized the year 2023 at the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, branded, so to speak, as the year of mental health and wellness. Within that mental health and wellness framework, we are going to commence national consultations on mental health in March of 2023, and we are going to start with the parish of St. David. That's strategic, just in case we need a supplementary budget during the year. Prime Minister would be gracious to us because we've started with his constituency. But we're starting with St. David, and we're going to move to the other parishes, including Carriacou and Petit Martinique, as we move through the rest of the months in the year. We believe that the national consultation is important because we want to do some reformatory work as well as some policy reformation as it relates to the Mental Health Act of 2006. Of which some amendments were done in 2008. Well, that's a long time ago, and mental health and wellness has progressed significantly, especially in the clinical field. And as a result of that, we definitely need to make some amendments.
Part of the awareness campaign will be a national walk to be held in March. Minister Lacrette says there is a need to promote a culture of physical well-being for citizens.
We are going to be doing our Grenada, our signature walker-size Grenada shift exercise setting motion from the Ministry of Health perspective. And as time progresses, we are definitely going to inform the public as it relates to where we're going to be walking from, the kind of exercise routines we're going to be engaged in on a national level. It's basically a national call for us to fight against the NCDs that has become extremely prevalent in our society.
Finally, in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture's Farm Machinery Program, which was disbanded in 2018, will be reinstituted under its Food Security Enhancement Project. The program was instituted as a means of offering land preparation services to farmers at a subsidized cost. Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas, who made the disclosure at Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing, said the process has begun to source machinery to serve under the program.
We are hoping to purchase about 8 tractors, 4 large ones and 4 small ones, 25 power tillers, and really and truly build that institution. We have already identified personnel to staff that department, and we are hoping that we'll be in time for the planting season come April and May, June, July coming on there.
The ministry will also embark on a project geared at improving existing farm roads for easier access to and from farms.
We will not be concreting those roads. What we will be doing is opening those roads, bringing the binders, roll it, and maintain it. So at least on an annual basis, farmers will get that be able to use those roads. And some of the roads we have identified are Mount Hope Road in St. Andrew, Windsor Road in St. Andrew. We also have Mount Stanhope Farm Road, Mount Tranquil in St. David, Barrack Road in St. Patrick, and Bacolet Road in St. David. So those are some of the roads we'll immediately pay attention to. We'll also be asking farmers to make the necessary applications in regards to some of the roads we were not able to identify, but the farmers might be able to help us in identifying them. And also the extension service will furnish us with the necessary information.
Minister Thomas says additional roads will be constructed by the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program, SIAP.
And they will be concreting those roads. They have already started in Cloget, Palmis, and Granton, that's in Willis. Those roads are in advanced stages. There are some other roads that SIAP will be taking on board this time. We have Dumfries in Carriacou, Springs Garden in St. Andrew, Rookie in St. David, Maitland Road in St. Andrew, Badia St. David, Fairfield St. David, Chambo, St. Patrick, and Mount Rule Pleasant in St. Patrick. Those are some of the roads that SIAP will be have already have funding for, and they are putting systems in place to ensure that those roads happen. Now, all these roads will not be completed in 2023, but it's a project that will be ongoing.
That story just ended the national report for Wednesday, January 25th. Let's recap the top story. Government says no cuts were made to normal seed program, only to the temporary support measure. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rikisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Rikisha, and the rest of the GIS news team. We now take a look at the weather as submitted by the Met Office. What we can tell you is that we expect the minimum temperature to be just in the range of 25 degrees Celsius. Weather generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy overnight with few brief showers. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Marine advisory in effect. Speaking of the folks who are currently on YouTube, yes, we want to say hello to all the YouTube viewers. We know that you're there, so blessings to you. Thank you for being there as well, and sharing, commenting, whatever it is that you do. All right, blessings to you. Thank you for being a loyal viewer or just a viewer to the program as well. Well, oh, by the way, we're talking about people like, let me see, like it's Clovey, Suzanne, Boris, Keith. Who else is with us there? I mean, Samantha, Margaret Ann. Hey, how are you doing, Margaret Ann? And Barbara and Jimmy. Who else? I mean, everybody, man. Julina, everybody on YouTube, blessings to you. Those of you on Facebook as well, blessings to you and your family. Claire, Cindy, Bermuda, Cynthia, Kathy, Hazel, Kirin, Praise Worship, Michelle, Avril, who else is with there? Ezran, Monet, Diana, Jacinta, Tracy, blessings to you. Hey, my sister is there as well. Sue, good night to you. I hope you're okay. Eunice, who else? Did I say Bermuda? Did I say Angel? Blessings to you as well, okay? And everyone else, I would like to say hello and thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure when you are here and commenting and liking and sharing and all of that. Glenda and the whole crew. Wendy Ann, how are you, Wendy Ann? It's Clovey. It's Clovey both on Facebook and YouTube. You ever see more? Yeah, man. Big up to yourself, right? Delian is always sharing. Kizzy, Wagwan. All right. Dawnette, how are you? Vicky. Deslin. Java. Who else? Kizzy, I meant Kizzy. I have to show you something. Kizzy, send me a text message and I'll send you something. Send me a WhatsApp. Okay, who else? Okay, who else? All right, so I cover everybody, right? Okay, good. So thank you, and may God bless you and the family until we are back with you again. All right. Hey, Della, wagwan. Blessings to you, Della. To Della, to Dillian, Bermuda, everyone, man, bless. All right, thank you again, and I gotta let you know how much I appreciate you. Yeah, every time. Appreciation is a must. You have to appreciate people, and I appreciate you. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All say, cha! No! Have a good one. Take care.